Hello, hello. All right, I'm back with another unboxing. Gone is the extravagant and very difficult to use Tainted Grail setup, because that was too much of a headache to try to set up for this purpose. I'm doing an unboxing, in case that wasn't clear from the thumbnail and probably the intro and also the title of the video. Anyways, there's a box. We're unboxing something. It's been a while since I've done this. This is actually, basically, I just repurposed the Tainted Grail setup. See, there it is right over there. But I'm using my phone to record the audio and everything. So let's hope that it's not terrible. As always, don't expect anything from these. Like, this is not masterful video craftsmanship or anything like that. This is just me getting a new board game, being excited about it, and wanting to show you guys. And, you know, that's it. I posted on Twitter a couple of days ago that I woke up and had not one, but two pieces of tracking information for two different board games. And then later that same day, I got a third. So I think, I'm trying to remember. I think that means, yeah, I've got 3 board games that are coming in the near future, as in this next week. And that's more than I usually get. Like, I'm not one of those people that buys a ton of board games. They just all the Kickstarters that I had backed just kind of condensed down into this 1 week. And also, Nemesis Lockdown might be fulfilling at the end of this week, so it could be even more. So it's just wild. I might be getting 4 board games. I'm very excited, very, very excited for this. But this is not a Kickstarter. This is a pre-order for the second printing of Vagrantsong, a game which, it's got packing peanuts. A game which I first learned about on the Dice Tower Top 10. Oh geez, that is tight. Okay, well, I don't need the box, so if it breaks, it breaks. Come on. But yeah, alright, yeah, we're just gonna break the box. So I learned about this game first on the Dice Tower Top 10. Everybody was gushing about it. It made it into, I think, 3 of the guys' top 100s. Not top 10s, top 100s. I think it was 3 of the guys all putting in the top 100 games of all time, you know? And so I was like, well, that is already on my radar then. And then it had awesome, neat art, and it's a dungeon crawler, although it's a pretty simple dungeon crawler from my understanding of it. I'm gonna throw that over there. So, you know, I wanted to give it a shot. So let's check it out. Let's look at it. Like, look at this art. Look how cool that is. It's the 1930s cartoon art. So cool. Anyways, the gist of the game, thematically, because that's what really matters, is that you are a vagrant, or a hobo, or a bum, or, you know, somebody who hops on trains and goes cross-country. Ooh, it's the shiny kind of box. It's not the matte finish, it's the shiny finish. I was not expecting that. That feels surprisingly luxurious. Anyways, so you're a vagrant, and you're trying to cross the country on a train. So you hitchhike onto this, not hitchhike, what is it called? Anyways, you jump on this train, and oh no, it's a spirit train, it's haunted, it's a haunted train, see the ghosts? Such cool art. And so it's a haunted train you find yourself on, and you have to fight the ghosts by restoring their humanity. So instead of, you know, dealing damage, you're dealing humanity to these ghosts. There's a lot of extra hearts and bases, stuff, acrylic standees, protective film, love the game. Cool, all right. So that's the gist. This is a heavy-duty rule book. Oh man. Here I was. Oh, see, the hobo code. Hobos. There we go. Wow, this is a lot. I watched a rules explanation by I think it was Liege of Games, and it took like 2 seconds, so I don't know. That's going to be a lot of reading. All right, we've got punchboard, coffins, and see, just look how cool the art is. It's like Mickey Mouse back when Mickey Mouse was still, you know, cool and original and all that stuff, instead of what it is now. Let's see. It's good, solid quality. Snowman? There's a snowman? Okay, well, this is already the coolest thing I've seen all day. Oh, a little fun fact about me. Oh, it's a sad snowman we popped out. A little fun fact about me is I, at the age of, I believe, 3, was given a model train for Christmas. And, ooh. Very cool. And ever since then, I have been obsessed with trains. Well, not obsessed, but I love trains. And I own Ticket to Ride, and that is the only train game that I have. This is, you know, number 2. Although, does it really count as a train game? I don't know. But I just really, really, really like trains, and I think I'd like to try to get into trains more. I don't know. I have always loved trains. I love the aesthetic of them. I love my model railroad. I love all that stuff. It's just a good time. Here's the board. There's 3 train cars. It's a big long board, probably 2.5 feet would be my guess. Maybe 3 feet long, and then about 1 foot wide. Look at that. Look how cool the art is. It just looks so retro and just really neat. All right, we'll go ahead and just put that up like that, I guess. And then we've got a scenario book. Oh, jeez. Okay, you guys should have given me some way of getting this out easily. There we go. Another hefty book. Jeez, there's a lot of material here. I was not expecting that. So, it is, I believe, it's not like a campaign exactly, but it's kind of a campaign, you know? Like, you could theoretically just play one-shots, but they do link together, it looks like, because you do victory, and then you do a camp phase. If you have a defeat, you do a thing, you go through this, and then you start the next scenario. So, they can be linked together, but look at that, look how cool that is. All aboard. Just, I love trains, I love this art style, it's really, I'm just so excited for this game. Alright, anyway, so yeah, you can, I believe, play one-shots, but you can also play campaign. I will probably play one-shots. I'm kind of tired of campaign games. Like, I think that that's kind of in the zeitgeist of the board gaming community right now, is I think a lot of us are just getting kind of tired of constantly being in campaigns. I mean, I've got 4 or 5 campaigns live right now, and I'm just, I just, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video on that. Anyways, let's get back to this. This is the different characters you can play, or rather, these are the different characters that you can play. This is one of them. See, this is Cursebearer, the Tired. On the backside, you've got kind of their, I believe it's called their Southbound ability, which is, I think, once they die, they become ghosts, and I'm not exactly sure how this bit works, but look how cool it looks. So good, and then not. I bumped the camera. Not so good. Anyways, so that is the Cursebearer. We've got the Empress, who is the Driven. She's the Empress of America, and there's her evil side. Whoop. That didn't just happen. Here's the Revivalist, who's the Empath. And then he's creepy ghost priest. We've got the Runaway. I've also noticed a lot of board games now, they have a character who has a dog. I think that people are really gravitating towards putting dogs in games. That's my theory. I don't know. The dog looks like she's holding the Runaway to be like, she's drifting off into the netherworld, and the dog is like, no! I don't know. I'm interpreting from the art. There's the Songsmith. He can sing to make ghosts human again. Although it looks like his songs create ghosts if he becomes evil. I'm not really sure what the Southbound side is for. I've only watched one rules explanation and half of a playthrough, so I'm not the expert yet. But I'm very excited to learn. And then here's the Wayfarer, who's the classic hobo. Ooh. So yeah, it's kind of got an eerie, cool, creepy, spooky kind of theme. We've got dice, because it is a dice chucker. Well, it's not a dice chucker, but it's got skill checks. I like that they are kind of that old-looking dice color. And also, I do know that in the game they're called bones, you know, knuckle bones. It's pretty, they're decent dice, like them. Put them over there. We have the bindle, you know, the bag that hobos will carry on the stick on their back. So you put tokens, because this is it's a bag builder. Well, it's not a bag builder. It's like you draw from the bag, and then there's also dice. So those are the two bits of randomness that need to be mitigated. And the rest is, I believe, totally deterministic. This looks like it's a series of... I'm thinking these are campaigns. Like, not campaigns, missions. But it also has reference cards in it, so... Yeah. So... Well, I don't know what these are, actually. But they've got numbers on them. Whoa. They're like plastic cards. They're very... they catch your fingers. And they stick together. I'm not sure I like that or don't like that. Like, they feel expensive, but they also kind of feel... I don't know. Huh. I'm gonna go with I like it, but I'm not sure. Anyways, sorry, I stopped paying attention to the camera. I don't know if any of that was clear. But yeah, so... Very nice cards, I think. Or maybe I really dislike them, but I can't make up my mind yet. I just... Can you hear that? It's a weird thing. But they're like plastic cards. Anyways, these are reference cards. These are the tokens that you can draw from the bindle. So there's iron nails, candle, salt, rabbit's foot, and apple. And they have different effects. So for the enemy AI, you draw them, and whichever one you draw, it causes them to do a different action. Or you can draw them yourself as part of game effects, and they give you different actions. Like this iron nails, you can discard it for a haint. They're called haints, the ghosts. For a haint within range 2 to gain 2 humanity, which basically means deal 2 damage, but gaining humanity is, you know, it's how you kill a ghost. You make it gain humanity so that it leaves the not the underworld, the afterlife. All right, here we've got I'm not sure what this is. Let's see if it's the same kind of cards. Yeah, again, that plasticky kind of cards. This looks like it's different. Oh, this is junk. These are things that the hobos can collect on their travels. I'm not sure what these black cards are. These are ritual cards, so these are kind of like objectives they're trying to complete as the story goes on that will give them bonuses. So those are rituals. So if I had to guess, I would say these are probably the Seance cards, although I don't know exactly what they're for. But they've got different ghosts on them, it looks like. Like that one's Blackbird, and there's Tommyknocker. Oh, geez, look at that. Look at the Tommyknocker. So I don't know. I'm intrigued to find out what those cards are for, but that's that deck. These, then, are the skill cards. I can tell because of the way that they are. So these are the different abilities that each of the characters can gain. So there's different... So some of them are right skills, and some of them... Well, some of them are left skills, so they go on different sides of the player boards. And so you can only ever have, I think, 4 skills at a time, and then 1 piece of junk, unless you're playing somebody else. Unless you're playing the... One of the Vagrants can hold more than one piece of junk. That's one of his special abilities. But yeah, so they've got unique abilities, each of the Vagrants, and there's also abilities you can gain throughout that, you know, do things. It's good. Here are Westbound abilities, I think. So I don't know what these do exactly. If the target has unbroken junk, they gain 1 humanity. Then for each success, target gains 1 humanity. I don't know. I didn't read the rulebook before I did this. I was just like, it's time to go. New board game. Probably should have read the rulebook. This looks like more rituals and more skills. So, read more objectives and more skills. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the Seance card. I don't know what that is. But these are all rituals, so different objectives, and then the name, and then there's the reward on the back. So that's pretty cool. Put that back. And then we've got more skills. And then on the back side, when you lose all of your humanity, so let's take the Curse Bearer here. When she starts with 9 humanity. If she ever gets down to 0, she will take one of her skills, which, you know, would slot in here usually, and then she'll flip it to the wounded side. And if she gets all of her skills wounded, I think she can lose humanity one more time before she has to flip her whole sheet, and she becomes westbound. And I'm not sure exactly what that is for the, like, 6th time, but it's not good. Alright, let's see, we've got some plastic hearts. These mark the humanity of the different characters as well as the haints. So that's kind of like heart gems. They kind of feel just like the things you would buy at Joann's and just glue on into scrapbooks. So I'm not super impressed with that. But honestly, the production value of this whole game has so far been very, very solid. So if this is the worst of it, I am not going to be mad. Let's see. All right. Then we've got the stands for the different characters and the different haints. So this is a standee game. It is not a miniatures game. I have a sneaking suspicion... I knocked the camera again. I have a sneaking suspicion that standees are just better than miniatures. Especially for people who don't paint, because they can get very pretty artwork on the standees that they couldn't otherwise get on the miniatures. Okay. But it's a working theory, but I'm kind of thinking I'm right on this. Like, look at this. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, no, that's the film on it. Never mind. I thought it was just a terrible quality. Like, look at that. Look how cool that guy is. The backside's got a film on it that we can take off, but I'm going to do that later. I'll figure out what everything's like before I start messing with things for real. Look at him. And, you know, you take him and you stick him in a stand and... Well, you stick him in a stand? Okay, well, I get... I do... Okay, I have to take the film off. Alright, we're doing this later. Whatever. He goes in the stand and, you know, goes around the board like that. That's really cool. Let me see. Like, yeah, miniatures are neat, you know? There's lots of detail, and if you paint them, they're really cool. But look how cool that guy looks. You can't tell me that they're not... I don't know. Still working on what I prefer. But that's really neat. Alright, let's find at least the player characters. We should show off something. We've got Skippin' Ghost. We've got Lantern Ghost. Headless Lantern Ghost. Hey, look, it's the guy. It's the Tommy Knocker? Yeah, Tommy Knocker. I almost said Bandersnatch. But no, it's Tommy Knocker. Alright, here is the Curse Bearer. And also, like, you get so much cool art being integrated into the game that you wouldn't otherwise... Look at that. So cool. This one's playing a violin. It's a skeleton playing a violin. That is... Alright. Anyways, I should find the player characters. Okay. Here is... this is the guy who can hold extra junk. And this is the songsmith. They look pretty good. Definitely look... Oh! They do have a dog. See, I told you there'd be a dog. Look at that. Okay, I need to... And here's that runaway. A dastardly ghost. Look kind of like he's ice skating. And then we've got the priest and the Empress of America. But yeah, there's a bunch of ghosts. Like, look at all this. And I'm pretty sure that there's... Let's see how many scenarios there are. There is... I don't know. Well, it's 97 pages. Maybe there's a table of contents. I don't know. It looks like there's a little over 20. So there's a lot of material here. And that's Vagrantsong. I mean, I will play it and maybe get my thoughts out to you guys at some point. It seems like a relatively simple dungeon crawl with it's an interesting and unique theme. Very cool art. Very nice standees. So, yeah. I'm quite excited. I'll probably play it this weekend if I can get a group together. Alright, till the next one. Cheers!